YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, everywhere that I am back this time with another vinyl haul I'd like to share with you guys. So thank you for those that watched my first vinyl haul that I had a couple weeks back. If you haven't seen it, please take a look. I'll include a card up above so that you guys can see that one. And then also want to show you what I got in my latest haul. So I have a record store close to my house, and it's like Nirvana. When I first walked in there, it's been in my neighborhood for years, but I just never ventured in there. What the heck? But yes, I went nuts this past time that I went and got a lot of stuff. So just want to share that with you now. So the first item that I got, if you guys can see that, Lisa and Cult Jam, Take You Home. And I got it not just for me because I like it. I'm a B girl. I love music from the 80s, but I got it from my husband specifically because he just loves this song, and it reminds him of getting, cardboard out and doing backspins and all that kind of stuff. So I had to get that for him. So then also, well, we're talking about the 80s. I had to get The Barge in a Special Way. There's a bunch of awesome stuff on here. The one song that I got it for, too, was A Dream. So if you remember Tupac, I Ain't Mad at You, the melody to that thing, of course, A Dream is where that sample came from. So I had to get it for that, but obviously it has Stay With Me and Love Me in a Special Way on here. So, you got to get this. And who doesn't love the outfits and, that whole 80s look on that one. So I also took it back a little further to the 70s and got Heat Wave, and specifically for the song Groove Line. So if you've been to my channel before too, it's a oldie but goodie video of my 4-year-old at the time. Now he's 9, but 4-year-old singing Groove Line on here. So if you haven't seen that and you need a laugh and you just like cute kids and all that, take a look at that. So it's just so many songs that Heat Wave has. Mind Blowing Decisions is on there as well. They've got so much good stuff, but those 2 songs in particular I love, so had to get that. We're gonna go back to the 80s for a second. So if you guys don't know about craft work, if you do know about craft work, comment below. But Trans Europe Express, while I'm talking about B-boys, B-girls, break beats, samples, all that, come on. Trans Europe Express people. Look at the guys on here looking like, sprockets or something interesting with these guys. But the electronic music on this album, if you haven't heard it, you got to get it. It's just that dope. Okay, what else do I have here? Yes, 70s. The Brothers Johnson. Come on, everybody knows Stomp. Everybody knows Strawberry Letter 22, even though Strawberry Letter 22 is not on this one, but it has Stomp on here. So if you want to boogie, dance, get moving, bass, funk, just boogie music, The Brothers Johnson. Gotta get it. Okay, what else do I have? Yes, Slave. You guys know this? We're talking about funk. We're talking about R&B. It has Watching You on here. Let's see what else we have. Just some other cool stuff. But Watching You is the main one that I got this one for. And Steve Arrington's voice is just dope. Awesomeness. So you have to get it in general for the instrumentation, for the bodacious bass lines that Slave is known for. Come on. Just easy peasy when I saw it in the crates as I'm digging. do I even have to say it when I'm talking about dope bass lines? The OJs. And it's got Backstabbers on here. And then other funky grooves. Love Train is on here. Just cool stuff. You can have a collection. Think you have a record collection and you like R&B and you like, you know, soul music and don't have the OJs. You have to have the OJs. Come on. All right. So then got a couple more here. We're going to stick with, I believe this is the 70s. It might be the 80s though. But Dave Grusin, he's one of my favorite jazz musicians. And so I had to get Mountain Dance because it has Either Way on here. And if you're a hip hop fan too, you know that for Biggie Small's song, I Don't Want to Live No More, it has the sample from Either Way. Some of my other favorite songs on here is Friends and Strangers. So, love that as well. So, like jazz, like hip-hop samples, you'll be, you know, having some Dave in your collection for sure. Last but certainly not least, so I was going back and forth from the 70s, 80s kind of vibe. Ladies, gentlemen, gotta have some I'll Be Sure in your collection. I'll Be Sure, Night and Day. Like, who doesn't like the song Night and Day? He has Killing Me Softly on here, his rendition of Killing Me Softly, which is just totally awesome. And I like the whole album. I remember having it on cassette when I was a kid and just playing in effect mode all the way through. But everybody knows Night and Day, so had to get that. So with all of these albums, with the exception of the Lisa album, because that was a single album, each one of these were like $5, so I got out of there less than $50 for, 8-9 albums. So just saying, I'm gonna be doing more of these because I'm just in the groove right now, growing my record collection, and want to share this with you. Tell me below about some of your favorites that you have, some things that you've gotten on vinyl or just prized possessions of your collection that you have thus far, things that may not be in my collection right now that you would recommend, and I will be back with more of these vinyl hauls. Until next time, be well and peace, family.